Hello. I am back. I had to take a couple of days off because dealing with the matters that I spoke on, or that I'm speaking on, I feel myself getting so imbalanced, and the negative energy really takes over me. And I find myself just needing to just regroup and try again. And so I did not forget the 2 videos that I spoke of. Okay, maybe I did forget. I know I was supposed to pick up where I left off, which is part 3 of my series. And I will have to watch the video to remember what it was that I was going to do last. I forgot. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I needed to regroup. I get woozy and all types of stuff just speaking about any of this crap because it's crazy. But yeah, picking up where I left off. So he invited me to come back, and to come stay with him again, right? And so he admitted that he had a female there. So at this point, okay, come on, think, baby. You know what? So I remember telling him once again that I wasn't too sure. I wasn't too sure about it because it sounded like that female was his female. And I asked him, can I have a little time to think about it? He said, yeah, and he told me he was waiting for me. I'm trying to remember the words that he said, like exact words, but he said that, I think he just said, I'm waiting for you, I'll be waiting for you. I didn't bank on those words. I could read right through that, but I ended up having an issue. Okay, so I'm at the shelter, and this one staff member, she had a problem with younger females for some reason. I told the, I guess it's like I said, I'm telling the whole story, nothing but story, right? So yeah, these parts are probably going to seem irrelevant, but it's not. It's literally what was going on at that time. So I was in that shelter at that time, and this one lady, this one staff member, she did not like young females. She would pick with us basically about, like, she would try to, it was like, how do I make it, it's not rational, okay, so I can't even make it sound good. She would actually do things like, okay, so in the shelter, we had to quickly do our chore in the morning, we had to hurry up and get in the shower. You have females fighting over the showers, females fighting over who did chores when. So we had to do all of this in one. And what I would do in particular, I would hurry up, get up. Did I get in the shower first? Yeah. So I would get in the shower first, and then on my way out, I would grab my toothbrush and I would like keep it in my mouth and brush my teeth while I was quickly doing my chore. It would be me, right? Because I think so backwards. So she hated that, okay? I was not the only female that she really had issues with. Like I said, the younger female, she seemed to really have issues with. So there was another young female, and she would always come to me, I'm sorry, about the whole toothbrush thing and try to like write me up and fuss me out. Girl, if you don't take that toothbrush out your mouth, you're not supposed to be out here with that. Da, 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 you know, like go off. And so, yeah, I think I got written up a couple times because of that. And it's like, it's the only way, like, you know what I mean? We had to hurry up and be to breakfast at a certain time. We had to, you know, so it was like all of that. People probably don't understand the struggles of being in a shelter, but that's what was going on. And so I, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so fast forward, this younger female, she was from New York, she said. Now I'm starting to feel like it was some setup energies at that point too, because it felt like my sister always sent at least 2 to 3 different people wherever I was located, right? Once she had my location, and I shared everything with her. When I say everything, even down to the point of the details of me meeting my children's father and everything, I told her everything. And I should have never trusted anybody in this world that much. But I did. And so, yeah, all of a sudden this female came out of nowhere from New York. A young female, I think she was younger than me, maybe a couple years, maybe. Well, no, you couldn't be in a shelter. She had maybe about a year younger than me, somewhere around there. Either way, she seemed to be really distraught about the fact that she was in a shelter. She said her family didn't care about her. They left her out in the cold, and she was really trying to get a hold of her ex, but she didn't have a phone. So several times I would let her use my phone, right? But this one time, this is all going to tie into the story. So this one time I allowed her to use my phone during the day, but she got into it with that one staff member who did not like young females. And at this point we were in bed, right? My phone, we would always have to put our phones on a table where the staff could, you know, monitor them overnight. So yeah, I put my phone out there. I did everything I was supposed to do. I was in bed already, blankly blank. And I feel like I just lost audio. Yeah, so I did what I had to do. I was already in bed. She was not in bed. She ended up saying that she needed to make a call, and the staff member was, you know, against it at this time, and she said, well, I'm going to use my friend's phone. I can't defend myself because I'm in bed, right? I'm like, I can't even tell her yay or nay. And she said, you're not allowed to use anybody's phone. And so the girl, you know, I don't know what it was the day that happened, but basically she ended up picking a fight, or I don't know what happened because I was in the bedroom, but I heard the commotion going on. Let's just say that, right? I heard that she grabbed my phone, and when I went out, this is how I got in trouble, right? So I got in trouble, and this is what led me to calling my children's father, or Alton, at the time. I don't know if you're allowed to mention names on here, because I'm ready to name drop all day long. That's just being honest. After 10 years of pain, baby, I'm ready to name drop all day long. However, unnecessary pain, by the way. Anyways, yeah, so, what was I saying? So, yeah, So I heard that she grabbed my phone, right? And she ran. Oh no, I needed, so everybody's in the thing, like, oh my goodness, she's like, she just took your phone, and I'm like telling myself, my heart dropped, because I needed that phone, right? Like that's all I had, man. I only gave you the phone to borrow. Like, you can't just snatch my phone up and run. Like, that's crazy. So now I'm feeling disrespected. I'm like, this chick really ran with my phone. I'm upset, right? Like, I'm like, I need to go check, because like everybody's hyping me up, like, oh, like she really took your phone. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm laying there, I'm like, my heart dropping. I'm like, whew, let me just chill. Like, no, that ain't just happened. And I was on the top bunk, so I would have had to, bother the whole room full of people, in order for me to get down, and the noise and everything, get my clothes on, all that stuff, right? So I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm good. Everything's fine. Just chill. But then I really became curious. I was like, no, she didn't take my phone. No, she took somebody else's phone. No, she, and then eventually I got up, and this is how I messed up. I'm laughing only because it's like, damn, like, Shani, you could have done better than that. But yeah, so I get up and I go, and I was just checking. That's all I was doing. And this lady, when I say she did not like young females, I swear she just had a chip on her shoulder. I came close to the door, just close to the entrance, and she's like, go to bed, right now, go to bed. And I was just like, I was just asking if my phone was out there. And she was like, I said, go to bed. And I'm just like, like, she had already been rowdy when it came to me having a toothbrush in my mouth. Like, it's my toothbrush, my mouth. I'm doing my chores. I'm doing everything I have to do. But she would give me a hard time. And so back then I was very prideful. And so, yes, I was irritated by that. And I was just like, ma'am, I know you're staff, but, is it okay, that you mind the way you're talking to me? I'm only asking you about the phone. That's it, And she was getting rowdy, and she's like, I said, go to bed, or I'm going to call the police on you. I'm like, damn, she going to call the police, then I'm going to go check for my damn phone. Like, I thought she was bluffing. Nah, she wasn't bluffing. Okay. So I ended up, getting in trouble big time. The police did come. They came. I did not even get over to the table. I took a quick glance and went back in the room, but still, she said she's gonna call the police. I was still out there. Even if I was just in the entrance, I was still considered out of bounds. When I say it's I don't know if it's jail, but it felt like jail in that damn shelter with that woman. Okay, she was just, for what reason though? You couldn't let me go see if my phone, you knew my phone was gone. That's, you know what I mean? You knew what was going on. You couldn't give me a little bit of, comfort, something, nothing. You know what I mean? So I was thinking in my mind, I'm about to go chase this girl. Go chase this girl for this phone. But I only glanced at it. I only glanced at the table and realized, like I said, I was prideful. I was young. It was what it was. And I'm just like, yo, where would she go with my phone? Why would she do it? That's so disrespectful. You did not have rights to touch my phone past hours. Chick, me and you. I had some issues with that. And so, You know, I'm not a rowdy person, but when, you know, I can be edgy. I can be edgy if you push me. You know, so yeah. I was mad. I was mad. It had been like what, 12? Yeah. Yeah, like 12, 1, somewhere around. Yeah, it was definitely past hours. And this chick took my phone and ran. So basically, I had no way to contact anybody. I had no numbers straight off the top of my head, nothing. The police came. They didn't ask no questions. I had already been in bed by this time, but they told me to get up and get out. It didn't matter, okay? She could have said that, she could have said anything. If they call the police and, you know, or should I say, I didn't have to do much. It was their word against mine. So, yep, I got escorted out of the shelter. I know. You're like, what? You a troublemaker like that? That's how that be? I know. So, I know. And it looked weird. I know it looked weird. By the time I contacted, the only number I could remember off the top of my head was my sister's number and my children's father. And I just remember them giving me the phone at the police station. And the first call I made was my children's father. And mind you, remember, we spoke about giving me some time to think it through. I never said yes. I never said no. So in this time, you know what I mean? I could call you anytime. But when you getting a call at 2, what was it, like 1, 2 a.m. and you know, you getting it from the police, you know, that makes you wonder, like, damn, she like that? She trouble like that? I get it. You know, from his perspective, I could see where this came from, right? I just knew, yeah, I didn't trust my sister at this point, so yeah, I didn't call her. Yep, I called him. And why did I do that? He came. He definitely came. You know, took that long trip. I was all the way out in Westchester, and he was in Conshohocken Valley Forge-ish location. Yep, he came. And for sure, I'm thinking like, wow, he actually showed up. I know this is like I can explain, but it was super late. He said he had his daughter. So when we got back to the house, like it was a quiet ride. Like I'm sitting here like easing in the conversation a little bit. Like, damn, how do I explain? I'm at the police station. Like, that's really what's happening. And by me coming from a shelter, I didn't even have my stuff. Like, I didn't have nothing. When I say I was already in bed. You know what I mean? Like, when you get up out of bed, you want to take a shower. You want to get fresh, so clean. You know, I went straight from the bed to the police station to his home. It just was not, you know, I didn't feel, yeah. And looking at him, like, he definitely had disgust on his face. Like, I understand, like, I'm coming from a shelter. Like, you don't get proper care. You know, you don't get proper care in a darn shelter. That's just real. You know what I mean? So for anybody that's like wanting to look down on me, clown me, I don't give a damn. That's what had happened. And so yeah, I was having a very not so hygienic moment. And the way he treated me at that point, it was just like, didn't you ask me to come stay with you? Like, didn't you reach out to me? So he goes and, you know, like I said, when we got back to the house, he says that he had his daughter there. So his daughter's room would be like right across from his room. And this is upstairs, so yeah, his bedroom, his daughter's room, and then his daughters. At this time, I only knew about one of his daughters. Wanda. She's the only one I met. Excuse me. I just had something to eat. Yeah. So Wanda was the one that I was like, damn, did I just say a name again? I don't know if I'm supposed to be name dropping, but I'm here with it. But yeah, so I didn't want to disturb the household. It was like 2, 3 a.m. by the time we got back home. Like I said, that was a long drive for him. You know, he showed up like an hour later. I had fallen asleep and everything at the police station. But anyways, while I was there, I mean, when I arrived, we went down to his finished basement. So his futon was already, you know, laid out for me, what so have you, and or was it for me, right? But he got everything together, made sure I was comfortable, and where I'm thinking that he's going to join me, because I'm like, you know, I need to go take a shower, but by him saying that his daughter was upstairs, you know, he didn't want to disturb anything. I should have asked a couple questions. I was beginning to feel skeptical. I really was, because I'm like, where's this chick that he spoke of? I felt his energy. He definitely felt really like off-put for me, like looking down on me kind of thing. And yeah, at this point, I'm just like, okay, I don't think I should be here. So I went and yeah, so he didn't join me. He didn't join me downstairs. He goes upstairs. I'm like thinking that he's gonna grab me some towels or something so I can get myself together. This man never came back downstairs. So at this point, I'm like, I'm not even going to I'm not going to ask too many questions. It's too late at night right now. I'm not, you know, I'm not going to ask too many questions. So, I don't know if the light's shining too much on my face. Maybe I should move my lights around. But, either way, I go in, so I guess like somewhere throughout, I'm hearing, okay, somewhere throughout my sleep, right? So I eventually fall asleep. You know, I did go upstairs. So he had two bathrooms there. So he had the first bathroom, you know, just the sink and the, you know, toilet, and then you had the master bathroom and the master bedroom. So it kind of branched off from his master bedroom. And, you know, that's the one I couldn't get a hold of in that moment because it was like super late. Like, who got time to hear a shower right now? So it was like, cool. So I freshened up a little bit and I went back downstairs, and still he didn't come downstairs. I was like, okay. So like I said, I eventually fell asleep, and I apologize, y'all, for stalling. I'm coming straight from memory. But yeah, so I went and what was I saying? Okay, yeah. So throughout my sleep, I'm hearing a rocking noise upstairs. You know? And my heart dropped again. I'm like, this is not happening. Like, at this point, like, I know what the rocking noise is. Like, dude, like, come on. Like, are you serious? So you lied about her being your female? So, at this point, I had never had that type of experience where a guy was just a liar in my life. My first boyfriend, he was so respectful, you know, he took care of me, you know, he didn't want me lifting a finger. My second boyfriend, he was the same. He actually wanted to take care of me, but I was a little more reluctant, so we fell out because I wouldn't let him take care of me. And then this man, you know, I don't know. Everything about him was just like, what the hell? Just what the hell? I'm in the house. Like, you would. So you've been doing her. All right. So I'm waiting, right? Because I'm telling myself, okay, just wait until the next morning, you know, so you can see if it was what it was. Shawnee, you tripping. You're tripping, right? I'm just telling myself, oh, no, freaking. My intuition at this time is screaming out to me, no, mama, that's exactly what's going down. And I'm like, nah, that's not what's going down. Like, I know I ain't getting disrespected like that. That's not what's happening. And so, I go in. And I wait until the, you know, the daybreak, and I go upstairs, and I think I see a female in the bathroom. So it wasn't just one female that he had there. It was two. Yeah, I think her sister, but she was leaving or something like that. Or I know I saw what I saw, but I told myself I was tripping. Mama, you tripping, okay? Cause I just couldn't believe. Okay, so yeah, it was his sister, her sister in the bathroom downstairs, so the first bathroom. I'm going upstairs to go use the shower. At this point, I ain't got nothing to really say to him, right? No, I did have something to say to him, actually. That's why I was going upstairs, because I'm like, what the hell is this? Right? Like, he lied. He said he wasn't dealing with this female. He was just helping her out with her GED. I already knew it wasn't that, which is why I wasn't going to come. If I didn't get kicked out of that shelter, baby, I probably would have never came that man's way. After him telling me he got a young girl here, you know, there, at that time. Like, I wouldn't have done that, but he was the only number I could remember, besides my sister's, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I think I just didn't trust my sister, especially not being in no darn, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I called him, and, yep. So I go upstairs to go take my shower, and I found myself before even entering his room, I see this chick's hand. Her name was Najima. Her hand was on his chest facing him, as if to say, this is my man. And he's standing there like he knew I was going to come out of the bag on him. But he trying to look bold. I said, Mama, he's not worth your time. He's not worth your time, okay? We're going to go ahead and we're going to act like we ain't see nothing, right? I'm going to approach her. I'm going to approach him on a one-on-one. So I said, nothing. I said nothing. I said, absolutely not. I saw what I saw. I said, listen, I saw what I needed to see. That's all I cared about. I needed this good shower. Okay? So I walked right past the both of them, and I got myself in the shower. I ain't got nothing to say to you, baby. Got myself together. Like I said, I saw enough, right? I saw enough. What they say, what's understood doesn't have to be explained. Yeah, that was good. That was good enough for me. I heard what I heard. So I know y'all were definitely in bed together. And then what? She's holding your chest to let me know that you are taken. That's all I need to know. So like I said, I finished my shower. I got out. He was gone by that time. I didn't care to find out what he was planning to do, what he was up. I didn't care. I did not care. I was too angry to speak at this point. But I did ask her. I said, so what, oh, she was sitting there wrapping Christmas gifts by this time. What kind of foolishness is this? So she was sitting there wrapping Christmas gifts by the time I got out of the shower. So I gathered myself and I asked her a question. I said, so who are you to him? You know, something light, nothing dramatic. Who are you to him? She says, I'm his girlfriend. When I say this girl looks so damn young, okay? She looked young. She was as timid as myself, right? So apparently he likes these types of females. He likes the ones that are more submissive to him, apparently. The ones he can, I guess, control. And so when I looked at her and I realized she had the same type of energy as myself, I said, that's all I needed to know. I got myself together. And that day, this is how I found out that the Schuylkill River ran from his home. Like, it was like he was tucked behind, like, okay, so I got myself together and I left. I just started walking. When I say that path was not walkable, but I was angry and I needed to walk it off, baby, okay? Man, that was a walk. I was walking for about an hour, maybe 2. I don't know. But when I say I couldn't cry, I could not respond. I didn't want to hear nothing from this man. I heard enough, saw enough, I knew enough. It was cool. It was cool. Let me get the hell up out of here before I come out of the bag with somebody, right? So I took that walk. I walked all the way from his place in Conshohocken, all the way through the woods. Well, it wasn't like through the woods. It was like on the side, like it was like private properties. You had your farms. You had your. When I say I had me a nice couple views that day, I had me some good scenery that day. Okay, I walked on the side of the highway, like the, how do I put it? Like, where you're not supposed to walk. Listen, I walked into traffic. I just needed to get the hell away. I was just looking for Narcissistic. I didn't give a damn where I was, okay? But I had to get away from that house. I literally walked from, like I said, he was in Valley Forge, Conshohocken area, somewhere, all the way to Narcissistic. I walked it. I was walking somebody. Anyways, that day I ran into a mutual friend of my second boyfriend and I. Later in the story, I found out that she was the cousin of my children's father. Listen, if these are not set up energies, I don't know what to say, right? Because like I said, my sister had this thing where she would cause me to break up with, sabotage my relationship, or cause me to sabotage my relationship, and then go behind my back. I didn't see that part. I didn't know she was actually going behind my back. See, now I put the pieces together. Go behind my back and turn whoever I was dating against me. So I noticed with my second, I'm just double backing real quick, or rewinding a little bit. Actually, no, I didn't get to this part. I didn't break down what happened with my relationships. I was going to leave that in a segment of telling you more about my sister. And I forgot to time myself. Oops, that part. So I think I'm going to get off of here because it's probably a little longer than I need it to be. I did say I'm going to try to keep it to like 20, maybe 30-minute segments. And I did not do any timing. So, I guess when I return, I'll make it known what happened and how I totally had plans to leave this man alone until, okay? So, yep, when I return, hopefully I'll return tonight. Let me get a little break. And for some reason, they're doing fireworks tonight, like right now, outside. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I will speak to you in a little bit, and thank you for joining me, those of you who joined, and we will talk in a little bit. For now, bye-bye.